guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, click the like button, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload a new video. Now, we've all been there. We wake up, we're groggy, tired, annoyed, we just want to go back to sleep. We hit the snooze button, or if you're like me, you've had multiple alarms because you don't trust yourself to wake up on that one alarm. Now, it doesn't matter how much sleep you get. You're still going to be groggy unless you make some changes. I'm going to be giving you 5 tips to help you get a good night's sleep and wake up feeling fresh. So, let's get started. Tip number 1, wake up at the same time every day. Now, if you work a lot or if you go to school and do activities a lot, then you probably lose a lot of sleep. Your first thought might be that you can catch this up on the weekend or on your days off, but you're wrong. You're actually hurting your body. Our bodies have an internal clock. And this internal clock basically dictates whether we feel groggy or fresh when we wake up in the morning. So when it's daylight, we're more likely to feel fresh and awake, and when it's nighttime, we're tired and groggy. When it's nighttime, our body releases melatonin. When you deprive yourself of sleep during the weekdays and then try and catch up on the weekend, your internal clock gets thrown off completely, and it's scrambling, trying to figure out what's going on. So your body can't produce as much melatonin as it's used to. This is why when that alarm goes off in the morning, you're more likely to press the snooze button than you would have been if you had just gotten the sleep that you needed. Tip number 2. You need to understand your sleep cycle. Scientists discovered a long time ago that we sleep in 90-minute increments. There are 5 stages to these cycles that we sleep in, which includes light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement. The stages of the 90-minute cycle that we sleep in, I'm going to list on the screen. So you need to schedule your bedtime to sort of resemble this cycle. Doing so will allow you to wake up feeling more refreshed in the morning instead of groggy. That's because stage 1 is the light cycle, and it's easier to wake up from the light cycle than it would be to wake up during the deep cycle. If you try waking up in the middle of a cycle, it's going to make you feel groggy and way more tempted to hit that snooze button than it would be if you woke up at the end of a cycle. Which is why it's very important for you to determine what your sleep cycle looks like and how to schedule your sleep around that cycle. My favorite thing to use is Sleepy Time. That's sleepy.me, and I'm going to put that on the screen as well because I love using it. It helps me on days that I really need to get up in the morning and feel refreshed. It should help you as well. I highly recommend it. The really cool part about being able to understand what your sleep cycle looks like is that most of the time you can probably even get away with sleeping 6 to 7 hours instead of the full 8 hours because it's a full cycle. Tip number 3. Sleep in a dark environment. Now, I know a lot of people tend to keep their hallway lights on, or maybe they have a night light they keep in their room, and you can still sleep through that. You can still sleep with it on, but it's going to mess up the quality of your sleep. And if you want to wake up feeling refreshed in the morning, I highly advise you turn it off. In order to have a restful sleep, our bodies rely on the production of serotonin and melatonin. And that's from our pineal gland. It's basically shaped like a little pine cone, and it's nestled in the center of our brain. It's highly sensitive to light. This includes the LEDs from our alarm clocks and the blue light from our cell phones and laptops. When it's exposed to light during the middle of the night, it slows down the production of melatonin. So if you have to get up at all during the night to use the bathroom or whatnot, you're slowing down the production of your melatonin if you're walking in the light. So I advise you turn all your lights off so that if you have to get up, it doesn't make your sleep that much worse than it would have. So I highly recommend you sleep in a very dark environment, and you make sure you don't come across any light during the night at all, because it's going to mess with your sleep and you're going to wake up feeling groggy and you're going to hit that snooze button, which we all know is not good for us. Especially because when you hit that snooze button, you're not actually getting more sleep, because your body's going to see that as a false alarm. If you do it for a certain amount of time, you might actually end up sleeping through your alarms, because your body might actually think that it doesn't have to wake up for that alarm. So don't do that. Sleep in a dark environment. Shut your door if you have to keep your light on. Tip number 4, take a nap. Now, I say this with caution because your naps should be well practiced and they shouldn't be well out of hand. You shouldn't fall asleep and be asleep for several hours, because that's definitely not good for your body. And if you also have insomnia, I would recommend not doing this at all, because it's just going to make getting to sleep that much harder for you. So if you have insomnia, don't do it. If you don't have insomnia, then your nap should be anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. Or if you need more than that, you should go a full 90 minutes, because that is one whole cycle. And you want to wake up feeling refreshed. That's the point of a nap. And so if you need more than 20 to 30 minutes, go a full sleep cycle and that's it. If you work well into the evening after 4 p.m., and that's also around the time you get home from school, then I recommend not taking a nap at all, because this is going to interfere with your sleep cycle and definitely keep you from waking up the way you want to in the morning. So if you get home and you feel groggy and tired and you just want to lay down, go for a walk instead. Doesn't have to be a long walk, maybe just 10-15 minutes or around the block, just to wake yourself up, because you don't want to lay down and end up messing with your sleep. Because if you take a nap now, you're more than likely to not fall asleep later on. And if you do fall asleep, you're also likely to wake up feeling groggy and tired and annoyed. And you don't want that. Tip number 5, get a good pillow. When it comes to getting and choosing your pillow, there are a few universal rules that you should be following. The first being, if you sleep on your back, you're going to need to find a pillow that supports the natural curve of your spine. This will be a lower profile pillow that's still going to be able to support your head, neck, and shoulders. It would also be important to put another pillow underneath your knees to prevent back strain. If you sleep on your side, you're going to need a thicker pillow that supports the head and the neck, while also ensuring that the spine maintains its natural line. Also, be sure to place a pillow between your knees to keep your spine in a neutral position. For stomach sleepers, you're going to want a flat pillow in order to avoid putting excessive stress on your stomach, on the back and neck. You're really going to want to avoid those soft, high pillows that people tend to love, because they're not really going to help you at all in this situation. You're going to need a second flat pillow to go underneath your stomach or pelvis. And that's going to be to keep your lower back in line. And these things are going to help you keep a good night's sleep, especially, and you'll wake up feeling less groggy. That happens to be all I have for you guys tonight. This video was longer, but because of how long it was, I chopped it in 2. You can expect to see part 2 on Friday, so stick around for that. If this helps you guys, or you know someone that might need to watch this, share this video, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, in a few hours or minutes, depending on how long it takes to upload, I have my reaction to the Way Back trailer coming out. I hope you guys like that. if you have any ideas for something I should react to or make a video about, let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you guys Friday.